Welcome, everyone, to the City of Middletown Planning Board, April the 1st, 2026. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right. First thing this evening, a little housekeeping. Those present this evening, members of the board, are Mr. Madden, Mr. Brito, Ms. Dupree, and myself. We have a quorum. I just have to let all the applicants know that you need a majority vote, or not a majority vote, you need a unanimous vote tonight because there's only 4 members here tonight, okay? Also, for housekeeping records, we have Alex Smith here this evening, representing the attorney representing the planning board. We have Sixto Martinez, DPW, and Andrew Witkowski for the Middletown Fire Department. And also this evening, we have our planning board engineer representing CPL, Clark Patterson Lee, Christian Moore. All right. Also, anyone here this evening for the first time is considered a first-time application. We may or may not vote on your application tonight. I have to say that for the record. All right, first on the agenda this evening is approval or acceptance of the March 4th, 2026 meeting. I need a motion. Mr. Madden, I need a second. Mr. Brito, any discussion? All in favor? Mr.
Aye.
Madden, sorry, roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Dupree?
Yes.
And I vote yes. First on the agenda this evening is the Promenade Middletown LLC, 60 to 78 Fulton Street, lead agency and negative declaration. It's an addition of a memory care unit to an existing adult care facility. Please step forward.
Good evening. My name is Paul Belitzis, and I'm here tonight to represent Promenade at Middletown. As a reminder to the board, our project is to build an extension to the existing structure for a licensed memory care program, also known as a Special Needs Assisted Living Residence, or SNARL, and daycare program. Our project has already been approved, but we are here to seek a firm SECRA. We are seeking a neg deck to close out SECRA and final approval. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I'm going to open the public hearing. Anyone present wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one coming forward. I will go to the board. The gentleman was exact. This project already has approval through their, excuse me, grant process or funding project. They ended up needing a lead agency and a negative declaration. And last time that didn't really meet the criteria, but since they needed it and required it, we put it under review and they have met the criteria. And we will do those resolutions shortly. All right. If the board has any questions, none being had, I'll go back to the public one more time. For anyone here wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one stepping forward. I will close the public hearing. I need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Brito, I need a second. Ms. Dupree, all in favor? Aye. Public hearing is closed. I will go to the board one more time if they have any questions, comments, or concerns. None being had. I'm going to go read our lead agency resolution. Whereas the City of Middletown Planning Board has received an application from Promenade Middletown LLC seeking a site plan amendment and special use permit approval for the addition of a memory care unit to an existing adult care facility located at 60 to 78 Fulton Street, Middletown, New York. Section 40, Block 6, Lot 1 and 15, located in the DMU zone, which is a permitted use. Therefore, be it resolved that the City of Middletown is declaring its intent to be lead agency with respect to the proposed action under the State Environmental Quality Review Act, and be it further resolved that the City of Middletown Planning Board is authorizing the applicant to distribute the lead agency coordination request in accordance with the Article 8 of the Environmental Conservation Law and 6 NYCRR Part 617 to all interested and involved parties. I need a motion. Mr. Brito, I need a second. Mr. Madden. Discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
And I vote yes. Moving on to the negative declaration for the promenade. On a motion of Mr. Madden and a second by Mr. Brito, the planning board, based upon all the evidence submitted by the Promenade Middletown LLC, seeking a site plan amendment and special use permit for the addition of a memory care unit to an existing adult care facility, the planning board makes the following determination with respect to the environmental significance of the proposed project located at 60 to 70 Fulton Street in the city of Middletown, Section 40, Block 6, Lot 1 and 15. Based upon a reasoned elaboration of the potential environmental impact of the project, and after a thorough review of the project's environmental elements by the city engineer and planning board, the planning board hereby determines that there will be no significant environmental effect as a result of the completion of the proposed project. By this resolution, making a negative declaration of the environmental impact as the term is defined in the Environmental Conservation Law and in Part 617 of the New York SECRA regulations. I will need a motion. Mr. Brito, I need a second. Mr. Madden. Discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Mr. Dupree.
Yes.
And I vote yes. You're all set, sir.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Next on the agenda, I have Dreamfields, Inc., 55 Midland Avenue Extension, Cannabis Packaging and Distribution Plant.
Good evening, Mr. Chairman, members of the board. My name is Ryan Fellenser with Fellenser Engineering, representing Dreamfields, Inc. For the property at 55 Midland Avenue Extension. The applicant is proposing to occupy the building for use as their cannabis processing distribution facility. This is strictly wholesale. There's no retail sales in the property at all. I believe we were last here in January where we initiated our public hearing. And since then, we have submitted a formal odor mitigation plan to CPL for review. And we also addressed comments that we had received that night from the town of Walk Hill with response letters from the according property people that we needed to. And here we are for continuation of public hearing and address any other concerns the board may have.
Thank you. Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings? I thought we didn't need them because the public hearing is already open. I'm sorry. I apologize. Anyone from the public wishing to address this application, please step forward.
Yes, good evening. My name is Joe Massey. I'm the alderman of the particular ward in which, if you approve this project, it will be situated. I had the opportunity, along with several other people, Mayor DeStefano and Maria Bruni, to visit this site. I wanted to go because I had two ideas or maybe questions as to safety and to odor. We were received very kindly by the group over there. They gave us complete access. When we showed up, we were in front of the building, and they said you can walk around the front of it, do whatever you want. Once we go in, they had complete security. In fact, they had to get us through, show ID, so we could view the facility inside. We walked around, we had freedom. The safety issue was absolutely answered. In fact, if this facility goes through, there will be more safety in that over there they had an outside dock when the raw product was delivered. Here, you'll have an inside one. The odor was the next biggest thing because not only the people that live in my ward, but throughout the city. We were there for a good 45 minutes, an hour, went through the whole process. As we were going, we had an opportunity to stop anywhere, speak to anyone we wanted to speak to. We could not smell anything whatsoever. Then the gentleman who was leading it said, okay, now we're going to go to this other area. It was a fenced-in area. Inside it was a trailer. He said, okay, come to the front door of the trailer. Do you smell anything whatsoever? And we could not. He said, okay, I am now going to open up that door. Once I open the door, you will smell. And there's no question. When he opened the door in that area, you could smell the raw product. That was it. Once he closed that door, that was it. That odor did not get out of that fenced-in area, did not permeate through the rest of the building. Then he said, let's go to the back of the building in case anyone was wondering if there's any ventilation that goes out back, will there be any smell? We went through we went through the back of it again. I can tell you that this is a good project. It will help Middletown. It will add a number of jobs. And the two issues I had were completely satisfied, and I'm hoping that you will approve this. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Massey. Anyone else from the public wishing to address this application, please step forward. Any board members have any questions, comments, or concerns? I do have one thing that I'm going to read into the record. I also went on the trip. Mr. Dupree went on the trip, and Mr. McCormick went on the trip, all right? And to match what Joe said, I had to give a detailed report, but just briefly for the record, members of the board in City of Middletown conducted a site visit of applicants' other location in Peekskill, New York. We wanted to make sure the public's concerns were addressed concerning odor. During our site visit, we noticed the security personnel were present at the site. The premises, inside and out, were odor-free of any odor, cannabis or otherwise, and the property was maintained in an orderly fashion. We asked some questions, and all responses cleared any concerns that we had had. Overall, we were very impressed with the manner in which the operation ran. CPL has reviewed and accepted the latest submission of plans by the applicant. Our DPW has reviewed and accepted plans. DPW has also reviewed their files and found that the use has been continuous and similar in nature to past uses of the building. The Middletown Fire Department and the Middletown Building Department have reviewed the plans and found them acceptable. The applicant has submitted an affidavit attesting to the continued use of the building as a warehouse. Lastly, the board, after meeting with applicants' review of submissions, have found the plans to be acceptable after conducting its due diligence. As lead agency, we have reviewed all the concerns raised and find that they have been addressed to the satisfaction of this board. As lead agent and in accordance, make the following resolution of approval, which we'll get to shortly, okay? Also keep in mind, in our main resolution for this property, because odor was always an issue on this applicant, was CPL in the formal resolution will conduct and oversee the installation of the odor mitigation plan. The escrow will continue. They'll pay CPL to do so. This way we can be assured, the city can be assured that our engineer is overseeing their mitigation plan as given to them, and if any changes are needed, can be taken care of. So we think we covered the odor issue as best we possibly can. All right. Board members have any questions? Public, any questions? Okay. In that case, would you have anything to add, Mr. Moore? Is that okay? Okay, great, thank you. In that case, I'm going to ask for a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Dupree, I have a second, Mr. Brito. Discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Ms. Dupree?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Public hearing is closed. Do you have any other thoughts? Board, please share them. Okay. Moving on, we're going to declare lead agency and negative declaration. I only have one page. Is there three here? Oh, okay, I'm sorry. My apologies, Martina. All right. This is our lead agency and negative declaration. Whereas the City of Middletown Planning Board has received an application from Dreamfields, Inc., seeking a special use permit and plan approval for manufacturing and distribution of cannabis products located at 55 Midland Avenue, Middletown, New York. Section 9, Block 1, Lot 1, and located in an I-2 zone, which is a permitted use. And whereas, in accordance with the provisions of 6 NY CRR Part 617 SECRA, the City of Middletown Planning Board adopted a resolution on December the 3rd, 2025, declaring its intent to act as lead agency for the unlisted action and circulated said intent to all involved agencies. And whereas no involved agencies challenged the intent of the City of Middletown Planning Board to act as lead agency, now therefore be it resolved that the City of Middletown Planning Board hereby designates itself as lead agency for the proposed action pursuant to 6 NYCRR Part 617. Be it further resolved that based on examination of the Environmental Asset Assessment Form, EAF, it's our independent analysis of the proposed action in comparisons with the criteria for determining significance under 6 NYCRR 617.7. The City of Middletown Planning Board finds the proposed action will not have a significant environmental impact and hereby issues a negative declaration. That is our, I don't know why it says "and" at the end of it. Were we expecting something else? Aha, saving paper. Be it further resolved that this determination is based on the facts and conclusions noted in the attached EAF. Thank you, Mr. Moore. I need a motion to accept this resolution. Mr. Madden, I need a second. Ms. Dupree. Discussion. Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Ms. Dupree.
Yes.
And I vote yes. Moving on. This is the resolution for the unconditional approval or conditional resolution approval. Okay, here we go. Whereas Dreamfields, Inc. filed an application with the Planning Board of the City of Middletown seeking a special use permit, site plan approval for manufacturing and distribution of cannabis products located in 55 Midland Avenue, Middletown, New York. Section 9, Block 1, Lot 1, located in the I-2 zone, which is a permitted use. Whereas, after the due public hearing was held by the Planning Board on December the 3rd, 2025, and on April the 1st, 2026 at 7 p.m. at the Common Council Chambers, City Hall, Middletown, New York. And whereas, at said public hearing, all those who desired to be heard were heard, their testimony recorded, and all testimony has been carefully considered. The Planning Board, being lead agency, has carefully reviewed the site plan, conducted a site visit to the applicant's other New York State location located in Peekskill, New York, reviewed all the relevant documentation provided by the applicant, DPW's review of their records, affidavits of the owner, CPL's, Middletown City Planning Board engineer, comments, and therefore find the proposed use in a continuation of an existing similar use of the existing facility and that said use had not been discontinued for a year. All issues raised during the review process have been adequately met by the applicant. And whereas the applicant has provided the Planning Board of the City of Middletown adequate proof of proper licensure from the New York State Office of Cannabis Management, known as OCM, for the intended use as described in the application materials that the applicant shall keep and maintain its licensure with OCM current in good standing. Proof of license renewal shall be provided to the City of Middletown within 30 days of said renewal. If there is a loss of suspension of the license with OCM, and the applicant shall notify the City of Middletown immediately, and all project operations pertaining to the manufacturing of cannabis projects as described in the application materials shall cease, and shall not resume until the applicant can provide adequate proof of license with the OCM. Now therefore be it resolved that the Planning Board of the City of Middletown hereby approves the application of the Dreamfield, Inc. for site plan and special use permit approval for the manufacturing and distribution of cannabis products. No retail sales permitted on the site located at 55 Middletown Avenue, Middletown, New York. Hours of operation, Monday through Friday, first shift, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. Second shift, 3 p.m. to 12 a.m. Saturday, 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. List of materials reviewed. Environmental assessment forms, short form prepared by Felonzer Engineering, LP, dated May the 2nd, 2025. Site plan entitled Dreamfields, Inc. Site plan prepared by Felonzer Engineering, LLP, last revised on March the 9th, 2026. Preliminary odor control plan prepared by DF New York 1, Inc. Subject to City of Middletown DPW and City of Middletown inspections, Fire Department inspections, and necessary approval from the Commissioner of Public Works. The applicant will obtain all necessary permits, follow the permitting process, codes, and ordinances of the City of Middletown, County of Orange, and the State of New York if applicable. In addition, throughout of any review process, the project is deemed to require bulk requirement tables. The applicant will supply said tables to an architect or engineer licensed in the State of New York. Subject to any items as identified, submitted planning board application, public hearing, board discussion, city inspectors, planning board engineer, and planning board attorney's recommendations, information submitted with the application will become part of the official record, and the applicant will require to comply with and be held to all requirements, conditions, notes, etc. contained therein. Retail sales are not permitted on site as per code section 475-28.2. CPL will assist in the city building department in its review pertaining to odor control and mitigation provisions, and acceptance of same will remain subject to CPL's approval. The New York State Office of Cannabis Management will oversee the site operations within their scope and jurisdiction, and any recommendations and/or proposed changes will require CPL and Planning Board approval. Therefore, the applicant is only allowed to use the spaces designated in a submitted application in this conditional resolution of approval. If there are any changes in building structure and/or use, the applicant will need to seek planning board approval if applicable. The applicant will be required to pay any outstanding fees, such as application fees, taxes, professional consultant fees, if any. If these remain unpaid after 10-day notice to cure, this conditional approval will be rescinded and will be in violation and continue to operate rent lease space. Whereas pursuant to the City of Code, Chapter 475, Article 4, Administration and Enforcement, Chapter 475-53, Paragraph E-6, unless work is commenced diligently, prosecuted within 6 months, and completed within 2 years of the date of granting of a special use permit, such special use permit shall be null and void. If no work is done in the next 6 months, the applicant will need to submit a request for a 6-month extension of planning board approval. Most of those are pretty typical. I just read the whole thing to be put in the record.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to do that to you. Okay. I will need a motion for this resolution. Mr. Madden, I need a second. Mr. Brito. Discussion. Roll call. Mr. Madden.
Yes.
Mr. Brito.
Yes.
Ms. Dupree.
Yes.
And I vote yes.
Thank you very much.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Last on this evening, Nasir Khanzada, 144 Dolson Avenue, eating and drinking establishment.
Yes, hi, my name is Vijas Patel. I'm here regarding a double Mexican grill. It used to be existing TD Bank, and we are converting into the restaurant.
Ms. Tu, do we have the mailings? Okay. I'm going to open the public hearing. Anyone present wishing to speak on this application? I see there's a person in the back. Sure, step forward, ma'am. Just let her have the mic, please, sir.
Sure.
Hi, Regina Palmer for.
Walk to the mic, it's the plate, please.
Hi, my name's Regina Palmer, and I got a notice, so I'm assuming it's behind my house, where the establishment's going to be, 144 Dulcin, Middletown. I just wanted to make sure, because it said in the notice I received that it's a special permit to have eating and drinking, but without beer, wine, and liquor. So I'm assuming drinking is soft beverages. I also wanted to know what the time your establishment was going to be open. Till.
According to the resolution, 10 a.m. to 3 a.m. daily.
3 in the morning,
Correct.
which means, is there music and dancing, sir?
It's just a quick service restaurant.
Okay, because the last time I was here, it was for some kind of eating establishment, and they weren't supposed to be open till after 10, and I'm hearing very loud music till 2 a.m. on Saturday. So I just wanted to be here for this one to make sure that it is till 3 a.m., but there's no dancing, drinking alcohol, or loud music.
Yes, there is no dancing.
Step to the mic, I'm sorry. Yes, sir.
Yes, there is no dancing, no music, no alcohol at all, only soft drinks.
Okay.
That was my concern. Thank you,
Okay.
sir.
Yep. Just to be clear, that's the way our code reads. That's why we have to include eating and drinking, whether there's alcohol or not. That's just a code.
Okay, I thought it was a mistake of
No,
some
no,
sort.
that's,
Okay.
you got it. You understood it. That's good.
Thank you.
Anyone else from the public wishing to address this application, please step forward. No one coming forward. I'll go to the board for any questions, comments, or concerns. None being had. I need a motion to close the public hearing. Mr. Brito, I need a second. Mr. Madden, all in favor? Aye. Public hearing has been closed. I'll go to the board one more time. Questions, comments, or concerns? None being had. On the resolution for 144 Dulcin Avenue, eating and drinking establishment, I need a motion. Mr. Brito, second. Mr. Dupree. Discussion? Roll call. Mr. Madden?
Yes.
Mr. Brito?
Yes.
Mr. Dupree?
Yes.
And I vote yes. Good luck, sir. And now I need a motion to adjourn. Mr. Madden, second. Mr. Brito. All in favor? Aye. Thank you all. Mr. Dupree, thank you very much for